걸 자랑을 하는 래퍼들 얘기는 no. All I need is hope 현실을 도피해 랩으로 바쁘단 걸 날 필요로 한다고 느끼는 게 살아있다고 날 더 느끼게 해. 하고 싶은 얘기들을 담아서 노래로 만들어 나는 길을 받아줘. 누구에게 약이 되고 누구에겐 독 이런 얘기들은 뱀이 들어버렸네. 밤에 들이부어져 얼간이 부어버려 툭 튀어나와버렸네. 배가 부르지 않게 better rap honey bad honey bad bust down rolling 하나로는 부족해 하나로는 부족하니까 난
How you doing everyone? Welcome to this video. Today I've decided that I'm just going to change up the steering wheel in my Ae86. I'm lucky enough to have a selection of multiple steering wheels which I've collected over the years, but this one I want to put in is quite special to me. So yeah, let's have a look and see what I'm currently running, and I'll show you guys what it is that I'm going to put back in the car. Okay, so the wheel I'm currently running is the leather OEM style wheel. Now I absolutely love this wheel, being that this is a non-power steering car. The larger diameter does help with steering, especially at low speeds. But yeah, I've had this one in for a little while, and yeah, I just fancy a bit of a change. So I'm going to swap this one out for one of my others, and I'll show you which wheel it is I'm going to choose. Okay, so these are my my other wheels. As you can see here, this is similar to the one that's in the car at the moment, but this is in vinyl, not in leather. As far as I'm aware, these are actually rarer than the leather ones. I've had this one about 6 years, and as I said, it was the first wheel I purchased for the 86 when I bought it. Love this wheel, extremely good condition. So yeah, that's one to keep. This one here is a Intel Volante formal wheel. Now those of you that are aware of Initial D, the Ae86 had the Intel Volante wheel, but this is a formal, as I said, in wood. And the reason I purchased this was a brilliant find on Facebook Marketplace. Some guy just breaking a very random old Citroen van, I think it was, and it had this in it. So yeah, really nice purchase. I've had these replaced, this leather. This was very dry and was splitting, so a local company re-leathered these bits for me, and it's nice that all the horns are there. Centerpiece is incredible condition. All the stitching and everything is absolutely A1, so I'm chuffed with that. But the wheel I'm going to choose to put back in the car is this one. Now once again, this is a Intel Volante formal wheel, but in leather. Now this was a purchase from a lovely chap in Italy, and what I've had done is a replica of the red insert which you would have found in the Initial D car. So this is oxblood red leather, and the company who restored these bits for me also did this. And you can see they've hand stitched it along here to replicate the original, so you wouldn't really be able to tell the difference. And it's just an absolute beautiful looking wheel. So now I'm very lucky that I have good friends that are great with all sorts and multi-skilled. And this friend was Mark Porter. Now I'll put his Instagram down here. But he's a graphic designer by trade, and he's done a lot of work for me in the past. But he managed to replicate, using this centerpiece here, the original lettering, had it put into this leather, and honestly you would not tell the difference. It's an incredible job, and it was a one-hit job because I already had this made. He had to line it up correctly and hope that the depth of the engraving was not too deep or not too shallow. So really chuffed with that. So yeah, this is the one that's now going to go on the car. I've just got to take that hub kit off this wheel, bolt it to this, and yeah, we can get on and put it in the car. Okay, first things first, need to remove this centerpiece, which just pulls off, and hopefully won't break any of the tabs, just like that. So as a centerpiece, I'm very lucky that all the tabs, which are these grey things here, are intact. They always break, so yeah, it's good to have that. Now what I need to do is get to that nut there, but yeah, what I've done is disconnected the battery, because obviously I'll have to be playing with the wires, especially on the Intavolante. It's a little bit of a fiddle to try and get a good earth for the horn, but we'll get to that. So yeah, crack that nut off, pull this. Okay, so this is a 19mm nut, and to help me get it off, I'll put the steering into its lock position, and hopefully, if I can do this one-handed, this will come off, just like that. Now what I like to do, has probably been mentioned by many people in the past, is just leave the nut on ever so slightly on the last couple of threads, because I'll be pulling the steering wheel towards me. I don't fancy it hitting me in the face, so just leave it on a couple of turns like that, and I'll give this a wiggle, and we'll pull it off. Okay, that's the wheel popped. Now what I want to do is just ever so slightly leave it on the spline. I'll remove this nut, and then what I'll do is turn the steering lock off. I'll centralise the wheel as best I can. And then hopefully when I pull this out like that, I know that when I replace the wheel, that is going to be central to the wheels. So yeah, I'll get the hub off, I'll stick it on the initial D Intavolante wheel, and we'll get it fitted. Okay, there's the hub kit, and I've got an extender. I can't remember what length that is, but because the original wheel is dished and these are flat, it's just nice to have it brought out a little bit. It's a HKB hub kit. I only ever buy HKB because I know they fit extremely well. And this, just a closer look at this wheel. So as I say, it's just in incredible condition. Really nice condition. And they weigh so little. They are not heavy wheels whatsoever. But yeah, beautiful wheel and a really good find. And same with this one, just so incredibly light. So let's get that onto here. So this centerpiece here is just held on with these 3 little screws. Easy enough to undo. So yeah, 6 screws, bolt onto the hub. Okay, so just put those in loosely. Now obviously I want to know that that's going to be at the 12 o'clock position when it's on the car. Now this is the reason why I only buy HKB hubs. It's because of these here. Now these are locating holes for the self-cancellation on the steering column. So I need to make sure these are at 6 and 12 o'clock, so I know that when I slide it back onto the car, as I say, the wheels are dead straight currently, so when I slide this on dead straight, they should locate into here. And yeah, don't have to mess around with trying to get the steering wheel aiming in the right direction. So, just got to find another 4 of these screws and tighten them down and get it on the car. Okay, that's them all done and secure. And what I've also done is this connection here is what connects the steering wheel horn, which is obviously these wires here, to each individual one, to the hub kit, so hopefully the horn will work when we connect it in. So yeah, this just needs to now go on the car, do the big 19mm nut, put the cover back on. We have ourselves a Initial D replica steering wheel. Right, let's put the securing screws in. Job done. Okay, there you go guys. New steering wheel on the car, easy as that. Well, I really do love this wheel. It's a little bit thicker than the OEM one. But yeah, absolutely love it. It's ever so slightly smaller. I think this is a 360 wheel. But yeah, there you go. Easy as that. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe. Yeah, more to come.